Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. It's the final matchup of Season 12. We dropped the last one, so we're going to be shooting for 11 and 1 if we can get a handle on this matchup. My opponent here put down a pretty good good defense. I have not plotted out my strategy, but we're just going to jump in here blind, see how we do. Let me fix the camera. Alright, he's got gas down here. We're gonna Echo and Arc Trooper? Okay. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try mirroring it with Rex and Fives. He has an advantage in relics, but I don't think it's gonna be much of an issue. Okay. And we'll see how his mods are. I probably should have checked that first. Call in gas. Mine is faster. My Rex is faster. But his damage is higher. Alright, he's going to counter and gas is going to sit down. We're gonna do a basic. All right, we have to do a sacrifice. We're gonna go after Echo. I'm saving the Annihilate. Okay, we're good. Alright, we got Jedi Knight Revan. Could probably mirror it and save Darth Revan. It's probably the best idea. He doesn't have Yoda, so I'm gonna have I've got a big advantage. So the new account is progressing well. The double drops has been very beneficial. Let me make sure I don't do anything stupid. The big experiment with the new account was to just have some fun, but also to just try and see if there's another way that we can have some success in the early game. Still, Phoenix or Separatist is the way to go. What I'm doing is definitely not the way to go. We're going with Empire. And we're doing it because of the Vader rework and because of the Piet release. And also, a little bit in the back of my head, Grand Moff Gideon's about to come out. We'll probably be able to unlock him. But what I'm seeing is, I don't know if it matters too much who you unlock, which route you go with. There's a lot of routes you can go with First Order, Night Sisters. But it really comes down to how active your shard is. Wait a second. All right. Because troopers, they're doing very good. Because of all the assists, because of the turn meter, they're able to do a lot of damage. The trouble is, obviously they don't work towards anything other than unlocking R2-D2, which isn't a huge priority. And the other issue is there's no way to farm Snow Trooper early. Like, I'm going to be able to unlock Piet on this account, this 4-day-old account, before I can farm Snow Trooper. What really it works with is unlocking Range Trooper immediately, then going after Veers as soon as you can. And then with the synergy with Stormtrooper, because even though Stormtrooper is not a great character, he does synergize really well with Range Trooper, because Range Trooper needs buffs in order to do the assists. And all of those extra attacks does really well, but it's also a slow farm on most of those characters other than Stormtrooper. So you kind of get outpaced by Phoenix teams. All right, what am I doing? All right, we are doing. Oh, let's do Palpatine. It's safe. I'm still leaving strong teams for the back wall. These days I've just been enjoying Death Trooper with these guys. We can just fracture and shut down Zombie. Land some stuns. We'll throw a shock on Zombie when Fracture comes off. And now we're just going to spread more shock. Get full turn meter back doing the Let the Hate Flow. We only got one stun there, but it was on the Relic, so that's more important. We're going to swap with Death Trooper. I think there's too much health there. We're gonna bring down Talzin. Oh, are we really gonna lose him? Alright, we can take out Talzin here. If I do let the hate flow now, and I'm gonna lose my boy. We're gonna lose. I do not trust going up against the relics. Yeah, we're done. We're done. We needed to land that stun. Death Trooper did his job, though. He took out Talzin. I want to say... Let me check the top wall. Have Shakti, CLS. Need to respect both of them. We can just nest these Ewoks. We can probably Wampa them as well. You can use whatever against Bosk. We just need to get through this. What's my bounty hunter situation? Django could do something, or we could try something like this. And I think we will. I should have brought in like someone with more damage, actually. Yeah, we'll do the stun. Probably should have saved that ability block, because he's going to lose it right here. Take him out. Okay. Jin, Karth, Geos. Weak Geos. Real weak Geos. Oh, there's just nothing here. All right, he's gonna attack. I was thinking there was a chance he was going to not attack. I was expecting a strong defense. Now, you can do Darth Revan here. You know, we can probably save Malak. Let's do HK. We're gonna go with the fear. We're not gonna land a lot of shocks. Alright, Shock T's gone. Which one's fives? We're gonna mirror CLS. Or you can't. We're gonna just take out Chewie as quickly as we can. His Han is way too weak. I highly recommend the Han Relic. It's just fantastic. Really, any character who double taps, I say that in my characters I want to get to Relic video. It's just double taps are hugely powerful. It's one of the reasons I'm working on Ezra right now for Relics. I'm going to strip Han's turn meter. It's one of the reasons I went with Empire in the early game. I wanted to try out with this new account. It's because of all of those assists that Range Trooper gives. Alright, what do we want to do here? Is this where I want to use Malak? We're going to use JTR here. No. There's no zetas, right? Really? Alright, we're going to do the Malak solo here. I want to give him something difficult, and that's probably the most difficult one left. How do I want to deal with this? We need to land shock on Bosk and just go after Bosk, I feel like. But we're not landing it. Really, if this is going to come down to Django doing the health down with conflagration. And I'm not going to have a chance to go after Django the way that I want. Okay. Or this is a timeout. Alright, now one Django. Let's get the second Django. We've got all my Dark Infusion. Come on. Alright, that's one. Can we take out Dengar before... Yeah, they're not going to be able to take me out. That's not the concern here. But I am going to run out of time. Come on, drain some life. Should have put shock there. Prevented the stealth. I just need to bring these relics higher. I really just wanted to believe in the Malak relic. So what I'm really working on right now is just trying to figure out where are the maximums for each of these solos. Like I want to, in future Grand Arenas, to really be able to rely on them. When we take a Dengar, we're just going to run out of time. And I feel like maybe at Relic 5, this would have been no problem. Come on, just take your yes! Yeah. Higher relics, that would have been less finish, or maybe if I would have hit auto earlier. But I knew we needed to focus on Ding. Maybe we did need to focus on Dingo first. We're just gonna nest solo this one. We'll use Wampa on the back wall with one of the rebel teams. We might try JAWAS with the Geos. You kind of need 5 JAWAS though, but the Geos are weak. Not that my JAWAS are strong enough. Because ideally in 3v3 what I want to do is be able to solo as many teams as I can with what I keep for offense. And that's one of the reasons I'm working on getting Django up to relics. Because I'd like to just take Django against the Night Sisters. Or, I mean, Gas is another option where I can solo teams with Gas, but I need him right now to take out the tougher teams. Once my Jedi Knight Luke is up to relics, he would be able to be a reliable solo. Okay. We can goof around with that Mace Windu team. We're gonna do Wampa here. But the turn meter removal and stun from Jin is a concern. I'm never going to take a turn.
Everything you said they already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't
Yeah.
know.
That's what I thought.
Special atomic bomb.
That's what I thought. That's just like the old Rancor raid. Okay. There's no fun bringing them up against this Phoenix team. The Rancor would have smashed that. Let's try JAWAS. I want to see what these guys can do in 3v3. Oh wait, it's Scavenger. I need Scavenger. Right, this was what... Okay. Let's see how they do. We'll just bring in Treya if this doesn't work. When this doesn't work. This isn't going to work. This is too early to be going after Scavenger. I need to get his gear up. Because they seem to prioritize, at least with JAWAS, the lowest gear member, and Scavenger had some low gear. Beautiful. I feel like I got lucky there. Here, we're going to do Django solo against these unworked on Phoenix. Who clearly haven't been touched since he unlocked Thrawn, which I completely respect. The days I don't like. All right. So this Kurth team. We're going to do the same thing as the last video. We're going to bring in Rolo, Han, Lando, and watch them fail. Since we are no longer competing for a top 100 spot, I don't mind just dropping a few of these. We've already hit we hit Kyber a long time ago. You better. Okay, good. They won. They just can't beat Gear 12 Resistance Heroes, apparently. What shall we do? If I had put the zetas on them on Kuill and IG-11, we would do them. You know what? Whatever. We're gonna do it anyway. Let's see them in action. By the time Grand Arena comes back around, I'm gonna have geared them up. Who will we? L3? L3 maybe? But then we won't have a leader. I think we're gonna do Mando. There are no Omegas, I think, on these guys. One Omega. 2 Omegas, alright. I wanted to play around with them at 3 stars without Zetas before I put them on, so I could just compare and contrast. There's no way this will work. These guys just aren't at the right star and gear count. We're definitely gonna go hit Jin. Which one of these? Voltaic, Shock, or... We're gonna do Mechanic Savvy. Or I have Spoken gives Mechanic Savvy. Yeah, we'll do the taunt. He'll be revived by that ability. And we're going to put Voltaic Shot on Baze to prevent the taunt. And we're going to keep focusing on Jin. Now, this has some sort of thing of where... Maybe that's the Omega. If I hit the shock once I put the Omega on, I think the burning will happen. We'll just put it on Jin then for now. There's health equal to... Damage to target. We'll do this. This is about to fall apart. We'll put another. We'll spread the shock around. Okay. We have done better than I thought I was going to do. Let's get another mechanic savvy. Let's attack everybody and taunt. We need to get another shock over on Baze. Let's land the shock before we go after Chirrut. With the Zetas, I think this would be a win. I still don't know. I still don't believe that we're going to get through this. Land a shock. I wish we had an ability block. Wait, what do I need to do to get this contract? I was just kind of ignoring it. Alright, we'll taunt again. We gotta get Mechanic Savvy back up. We're gonna run out of time. Now I want to win. We are so close. Give me my contract so I can just disintegrate Baze. Is it better if I just use basic? Will that give me closer to the contract? Okay. Yes, I should have been doing basic the whole time for the contract. Alright, we're going to hit auto. We got 30 seconds to get this done. Beautiful. That makes me very happy that these undeveloped Mando characters were able to come through. Against Gear 12 Rebels. Did she have her Zeta? Yeah, and she had both her Zetas. Okay. If you aren't aware, one of those Zetas is both... One has a reason for territory battles. The other one you should not ever put on. Alright, we're doing Sunfac and the droids. That's all we're gonna need. Oh, I forgot about that feat. There's that weird Django and Echo feat. We'll do the AoE. Okay. Let's use bounty hunters. I never use these guys. And you know what? We will throw in a Vader. That should be enough. Really, I could have just put in Houndstooth. I feel like Houndstooth could have soloed this. I should have tried that. I should have just put in Houndstooth and just see if we could have gotten to Thrawn's Annihilate. I take that back. There's a Millennium Falcon here. We're gonna first... I'm trying to land Breach. Okay, good. I wanted Breach before calling in IG-2000, because then IG-2000 would do the double tap, like here. We're going to leave it here. Vader's going to do too much damage. And without target lock, there's no reason to bring in Slave 1. A lot of people trash the Endurance, and it's not a great ship. But back before the fleets rework, I would use the Endurance to get first in fleets. There was just a really fun target lock team that you used to be able to work with the Endurance. With Vader throwing target lock everywhere, the Umbaran Starfighter throwing target lock around, then you would bring in Slave 1 and then just hit all those target locks with Slave 1's AoE, and then with the Endurance, its ability to throw out its AoE and hit target locks, you're able to just turn after turn do the AoE. And then because of its ultimate ability, it used to make you invincible for a turn. You could counter Tarkin. It was the most effective Tarkin counter. You just would have to time it. You'd have to keep track of Tarkin's turns, so you knew when to use Mace's ultimate ability to survive the TIE Fighter assault. But those days are long gone, because now Mace doesn't make you invincible anymore, and without the 5-man front lines, it doesn't really work. And ships are too good now. But back in the day, I've always enjoyed fleets. I've not been one of those people who have disparaged it. But I've also get all my crystals from fleets. Alright, we are going to wrap it up there. I'm going to put out, I think what we're going to do with the new account, maybe I said this at the top of the video, I don't remember. We're going to do a weekly video on the new account. This first one, I was going to do on the 7th day. I think I'm going to do it in the next day or two. Like day 5 or 6. Because we're about to unlock Galactic War. And there's just so many changes in the early game. I think we need to get it out a little bit earlier than I wanted. We're going to wrap it up there. Be safe out there, everyone. And be excellent to each other. This has been Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.